Welcome to week 9. This is our introduction video for the week 9 presentation. Our topic this week is reading comprehension, and we're discussing the factors of the text this week. Our story of the week is a story called How Big Could Your Pumpkin Grow? Watch the video of the story, brainstorm ways to use the story across the curriculum, and then check your ideas on the next slide. Don't forget to Dropbox your story participation this week. Here are some ideas I shared for using How Big Could Your Pumpkin Grow? Also, I've highlighted 4 different websites that correlate with the book. We have an author's website, a biography of the author, a video and article on how to grow a giant pumpkin, and a website on how to estimate the weight of a giant pumpkin. And those are some activities that would correlate with the book. Read our weekly message, and you can click on the audio to listen to it read to you. Don't forget to really focus in on that discussion thread for the week. Keep that in the back of your mind and take notes on it as you go through our presentation so you have a quality answer this week. Also, for our open activity, you're going to click on the Here highlight, and that will get you to our activity for warm-up. This is our warm-up activity. Follow the directions. You're going to be watching this video, and then you're going to click here to share to participate in our Padlet that follows our warm-up activity. There's just some information. A lot of our presentation this week has information, and it's so you are understanding what these text factors are. Look for the speaker button because the information on the slide is extended upon when I share it with you. So make sure you're clicking on the speaker on the slides that have it. You can see there's a speaker on this one for our timeline. There's a speaker on this one. There's a speaker on this one, and make sure you watch the video. It's a great resource to use in the classroom with students to extend story structure. We have another speaker. This is a try it out activity. We have 3 try it out activities, I believe, in this presentation. Follow the directions in the box, and you're going to be deciding after you listen to a story which one of our literary devices are represented in that book. So there's 6 different literary devices at the bottom in the word bank, and one of those will be on each book. Okay. You're going to take a picture of your screen for this, and that will go in the Dropbox. Next, we're moving into informational books. Click on our speaker for this slide. This is a pop quiz, just for fun, but click right here on the pop quiz graphic. This will take you to a link, a vocabulary link that will give you a quiz about the text structures. Then I want you to check yourself. It's a self-check kind of quiz, and then I'll teach you more about it. So this is one of those to get your brain ready. You do not have to drop this in the Dropbox, but please take a minute to do it. It should go quickly. Click on the speaker here for an explanation of our text structures. And we have another try it out. This try it out is on text structure. So what you're going to do is listen to each video of each book, and you're going to figure out which text structure most describes the book. And those are coming from the last slide. There's 5 text structures on the last slide. Then we move into text features and read your chart. This is a pretty big organizational kind of chart. I'm going to let you use the speaker and I'll explain it to you. Another try it out. This time we have an Educanon try it out, and I'm going to take you into a story, and you're going to answer the questions and then drop your answers in the Dropbox. And we move into poetry. Click on our speaker, remember, for that extended information. Then these are single slides you'll read on your own. At the top, we don't have links. These are just the actual books that would go along with the kind of poetry book I'm talking about. Okay, and there's 3 slides on those. And then we talk about 5 poetic forms. Click on our speaker for information on that. And then we have a try it out. This is our last try it out. So you're going to match the poetry form from the last slide to the poem, and we have 5 poems. So you'll have to figure out which poem matches the poetic form. And take a picture when you have your answers, and then check your answers on the next slide. Poetic devices, click on our speaker for more information. And you can read this slide on mini lessons. We talked a lot about mini lessons last week, so we're kind of capitalizing on that information. And then this slide, you're going to click on the speaker to hear an explanation of all the pictures on here. So there is a video right here. This is a link to take you to a resource. And then these are photographs right here and here. And this is another photograph. But I talk about them, so click on that speaker so you can listen to all the information on our mini lessons. Here's our weekly assignment. We have 3 things for everybody. Our discussion thread, read chapters 7 to 12 for next week, and really just skim them so you're ready for the new material. And then continue to work on your lesson plan demonstrations. Just a note, the Pinterest board was for reading comprehension last week. If you want to add some pins directly related to what we talked about today, because we're looking at the text features and factors instead of the reader features and factors. If you want to add some pins, that's great. But for comprehension, you only need a 10 total count. So there really isn't a specific pin board for this week. You also could create a pin board for nonfiction resources, since there's a lot of nonfiction this week. So if you'd like to add a pin board, there's a lot of great resources out there that you'd find. And if you are virtual only, there are 2 in-presentation participation activities. There is a Padlet, and that is our intro activity, sorry. And then I do want you to take a quick picture of your pop quiz on slide 17. I did tell you that you didn't have to Dropbox it, but just take a quick picture of your computer screen, whatever you're working on. And then for our participation Dropbox this week, we have 5 items. We have our weekly literature sharing. We have the try it out for literary devices, the try it out for text structure, the try it out for poetry, and then the try it out for the EduCanon. Again, just take pictures of your screen for all of those except for our weekly literature sharing. And the Dropbox is labeled under week 9. So enjoy this week. Again, it's a lot of information and not as much activities for our students, because all the activities we talked about last week under reader comprehension, you would do those with text structure as well. So there aren't new activities this week, but this is learning the material that you'll have to explicitly teach to students. So enjoy it, and I will see you at our week 9 recap at the end of the week. Good luck.